We are launching a campaign called He for She. I am reaching out to you because we need your help.
You know what, Emma? I tried really hard all last year to be there for women to help them cope with the terrible curse of being women. I know just as well as you do that women aren't just physically weaker than men, but also emotionally and mentally. So when you launched He for She and crowned yourself Queen of Feminism, I felt empowered. I felt motivated to dedicate my life to the progressive ideal of treating women like the fragile and broken little children that they are. But Emma, how can I continue to respect you as an attractive and non-threatening vehicle for Gloria Steinem's world domination plans? I'm sorry. I mean, as the celebrity spokesperson for the modern age of feminism, how can I continue to respect you when you go and do something like this? Now, I'm too old to masturbate to this. It takes a lot more than that these days, let me tell you. But as a man, I find this image pleasing on a primal level. Therefore, you are enabling my toxic nature as a man and hurting women everywhere. Get your shit together, Emma. You're about to be in a fucking Disney movie, and Christian voices are dead, so it's time for feminist voices to rise up and shame you for expressing your sexuality, you fucking slut.
This has to stop.
Hey guys, today I want to make a different type of video. It's still related to games, but I want to take a rather feminist approach.
Oh, good. Video game feminism. It has nothing whatsoever to do with kid fucking. I'm not big on market research myself, but I have this gut feeling that kid fucking isn't the most popular subject. So this week we're gonna go old school. Now the girl who made this video seems like a sweet girl just regurgitating the talking points of Anita Sarkeesian, which is nice, cause Anita isn't sweet. I mean, if you think it's difficult to watch her videos, try spending a few hours editing a video about her.
But sometimes it's the seemingly ordinary movements that actually tell us the most about a character. The way they do simple things like walk or sit down.
I can't believe she even had the guts to bring this up. She's really strong, really brave. She's 33 and she has frown lines. Trust me, this is gonna be better.
The game I'm talking about is Sony's upcoming RPG Horizon Zero Dawn.
So Horizon Zero Dawn is a new game I want to play, but I can't afford it because I'm too good of a feminist ally to have any money. The main protagonist is a woman whose tits aren't out, which is important if you want to avoid feminist moral outrage and gain a lot of media coverage praising your game for the least important thing about it. And this is of course exactly what happened. Surprise. So I haven't played it, but I watched a good half hour of it in a Let's Play, and it seems fine. No overt feminist agenda so far, just a chick who isn't naked, doing some action-y stuff, hunting stuff, self-reliant, which, of course, you know, is ridiculous, but it's fantasy.
I've seen plenty of comments on Horizon Zero Dawn videos of people saying that they don't want to play the game because it has a female protagonist.
I saw plenty of obvious troll threads on gaming sites that were pretty funny and obviously mocking feminism. But since feminists don't understand or even approve of humor, I'm guessing that those are included in this analysis. But there is this. Horizon Zero Dawn is already being criticized for its feminist agenda. And we all know that with most modern feminists, feminism is synonymous with woman. Now, nobody I know gets so habitually up in arms about this sort of things, and these days some of the people I know are successful anti-SJW voices, even though some of them don't like labels and say they don't like labels all the time, like we get it, Jesus fuck, shut up, God. And yeah, you could bring up Ghostbusters, but since its marketing campaign was fueled mostly on shitting on its core demographic and aggressively eating the pussy of the feminist press, I'd say that's a little unfair.
What they don't say when they're typing is that, like, 1 minute after they type that, their mom's like, get upstairs and take out the garbage!
Why is the garbage upstairs? But I can't pretend I don't see the reactionary anti-SJW kids writing things off for reasons that sometimes genuinely do appear to be thinly veiled sexism or racism. There were plenty of feminist and politically correct agenda claims thrown at both new Star Wars movies before the movies even came out, just based on the gender and race of certain characters. When Battlefield 1 was being advertised, there was a whole bunch of bullshit about a black man being on the cover, some even revealing that they didn't know black people even fought in World World War I, thus, in my eyes, justifying why such a character should be highlighted. There's no doubt in my mind that these voices are a minority, with added volume by media outlets that want to highlight the worst of their socio-political opposition, but that doesn't make it any less bullshit, and it's something I think we should bitch about a little more often. I don't know why so many people on my side of the fence would pass up an opportunity to complain about idiots on the internet. I mean, I thought that was our whole thing, but whatever.
I want to ask you a question. What kind of difference does it make if the protagonist is a woman or a man?
Not much.
Exactly, none at all.
No, I said not much. I said not much. Men and women are different, and those differences will be reflected in any character-driven narrative to some degree. Off the top of my head, a story-driven game like Beyond Two Souls would be massively different if the character were male. And can you imagine the journey of Clementine from The Walking Dead having the same impact if she were a boy? I know a lot of feminists want to believe that men and women are the same, but biology just doesn't give a shit.
If you decide to reject a franchise because of a certain gender, there is no other way than to call you sexist.
Alright, slow down. I've come across a few girls who are only interested in female protagonists because they specifically want to play a character that they can relate to. I don't relate to that because I don't care, but I can understand, and I think that's a fine other way than to call them sexist. Video game demographics are still dominantly male unless you're a dishonest asshole who thinks it's okay to lump mobile games like Bejeweled into the gamer category, so I can only imagine that there's men out there with the same reasoning.
There are plenty of great games that have a female protagonist like Clem in The Walking Dead, Ripley in Alien Isolation, Lara Croft in Tomb Raider, or Max and Chloe in Life is Strange, only to name a few.
All of these games had a dominantly male audience, and all of these games were massively successful, so I mean that kind of blows your whole thing out of the water, doesn't it?
The difference, however, between a game like Tomb Raider and Horizon Zero Dawn is that Aloy is not portrayed as a sexy and stunningly beautiful woman.
Well, there's no accounting for taste, but I'd fuck her. I'd fuck that cartoon girl.
Aloy's features are more down to earth. She looks like an ordinary girl next door.
Ordinary? She's a fucking warrior. And what does a girl next door even look like anymore? Hang on. Girl next door. Oh, fuck off.
A problem, of course, is that most games nowadays have a male lead.
Right, and another problem, of course, is that most basketball teams nowadays are full of black people.
Nevertheless, you shouldn't make a judgment on the game in regard to gender or race. A problem, of course, is that most games nowadays have a male lead.
Why did you make this video?
In order to explain now why Horizon Zero Dawn is a feminist game, or rather why Aloy is a feminist, I first want to explain what feminism is. Feminist theory stands for political, economical and social equality between both sexes, men and women.
Oh no! Rookie mistake! Rookie mistake at this point, I think it's safe to say. If you wanted equal opportunity, well, then I guess you'd be happy as a white woman in the Western world, but when equality to you suggests that you should pressure creators to make creative decisions they wouldn't otherwise make for the sake of equal representation, you're pushing an outcome narrative. The thing about equality of outcome of men and women is that it's impossible to achieve without restricting the rights of one demographic to elevate the other. Left with equality of opportunity, the natural differences between men and women will manifest themselves in their independent choices and biological strengths and weaknesses. The numbers aren't going to even out without heavy regulation of those social, political, and economical inequalities. In other words, equality of outcome is discriminatory and oppressive by its very nature. If we do equality your way, we can just abandon the protected classes altogether, as we've decided that discrimination is fine so long as the numbers balance out. It's a bad idea.
If you truly believe in these values, you don't care if the protagonist is a man or a woman.
Not necessarily. Equality and preference are two different things.
Actually, you don't even have to be a feminist to feel like this. All you need is common sense.
Yeah, man, what the fuck is wrong with you? My social movement is just common sense. Listen, what you need to do is you need to take things away from one gender and just give it to the other gender, okay? And then you have equality. You fucking idiot. It's common sense. You fucking moron.
When I want to buy a game, it's because the story fascinates me, the gameplay looks innovative, or the graphics look impressive. When picking a game, gender doesn't even play a role to me. It's something I don't even care about.
Exactly, except the fact that you do.
What I really like is that Guerrilla wasn't discouraged by these claims. They worked on the game and most certainly on Aloy to make her a memorable and strong character who can be on the same level as other Sony main characters like Nathan Drake or Joel, for example.
Fuck yeah, they're so brave and bold to take such a risk. And look how it's paying off. Oh shit, it's making millions. Early frontrunner for Game of the Year. Take that, misogynists. I tell you, the people at Guerrilla Games are fucking heroes. Thank you, Guerrilla Games, for not caving into the 6 internet douchebags who said they wouldn't buy your game because girls are icky.